and NFL champions. Here in Miami, it's 64 degrees. The wind is blowing from the west at about 10 miles an hour, and it's last year because of their speed and quickness at cornerback. The Raiders, through 10 AFL games this year, yielded only 189 yards passing and running. However, the AFL champions right now have done a great job offensively because they have
figures. 12.8 milligrams tar, 0.7 milligrams nicotine, with or without menthol. Shouldn't your brand be true?
Back at the Orange Bowl, Tom Hedrick along with Jack Reeves, and quite a colorful pregame show. They've got a replica of the Green Bay Packers, and it's about 30 feet tall to our right, the Oakland Raiders to our left. And I think we'll have an outstanding football game, the second annual AFL-NFL Championship game. And the man who today will call the play-by-play, the voice of the St. Louis Football Cardinals.
And if they can throw the gauntlet down to Green Bay at any point where the Packers think they're at their strongest and do it successfully, it's a real good gambit to start out with, much the same as Green Bay teed off on Buck Buchanan in Kansas City last year. The Oakland Raiders, having won the toss and elected to Rod Sherman, a rookie who holds the distinction of being the last player signed during the existence of the war between the leagues. Now, the Green Bay Packers are being introduced out on the field, and they are going... Bob Hyland was coming in there on the stop for the Green Bay. Biletnikoff is going out wide to the right. Miller is wide to the left. The running back's in normal position. Lamonica is snug under the center at quarterback, and he gives the ball over to Dixon. Dixon is dumped. Coming in there was Nitschke as Dixon shot for the left side of the line, was upended at the line of scrimmage by Nitschke, and dropped down on the 28 for a short yard. On the play was Herb Adderley. Had he come down with the football, he would have been out of bounds. Incomplete forward pass makes... He's wide to the right once again on a third and long yardage situation, looking back at Darryl Lamonica. Lamonica straight back this time. He floats one out, intended for Hewitt Dixon behind the line of scrimmage to the right, incomplete. And off to Donnie Anderson. Anderson fakes to the right, then cuts back over the middle. Bart Starr in a long count. He gives the ball to Donnie Anderson. Anderson has the first down as he pops. They're both out now. Running backs are split out. There's a throw out to the right to Carroll Dale. He makes the catch and then is spun out of bounds by Kent McLuhan. But the catch is made at down about a yard and a half to go. And off to Ben Wilson. He bounces off as he's hit on the line of scrimmage. Loses him down. Now fighting for that first down. Fumble. And where's the whistle called? Dead. That fumble was grabbed by Kent McLuhan, but I believe that the whistle had blown the ball dead before it was dislodged from the grasp of the ball carrier. And a first down is recorded. Starr has been going quite a bit to the long counts. And then flanker out. Bart Starr dropping straight back to throw. Has time to get it away. And pitches one to Mark Fleming, his tight end. Fleming is spun out of bounds on the left side down at the 10. And now he arches one from the sidelines and trying to get to that football. Carroll Dale had fallen down. Upward, sailed over the head of Mark Fleming and fell to the ground incomplete. So it's fourth down. Good job, too, by the middle linebacker who's really come to the fore this year. And Connors from Miami, put a hard 39 yards away. Kick is on its way, and the kick is good. Timeout is called on the field with the score Green Bay 3. Biletnikoff goes very wide to the right as a single flanker. Lamonica goes back to throw, looks out to the right side, throws one down there, completes it to Bill Miller, his split end on the right. Now the two wide men are set to the left. Lamonica gives the ball this time to Hewitt Dixon. Dixon straight ahead on a power plunge into the line, gets up just across the 40 where Green Bay leading 3-0. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Single flanker is out wide to the left. Lamonica barking the signals. It's a pitch out this time. Back to Hewitt Dixon. Dixon trying it wide to the left is caught by Leroy Caffey. A penalty flag goes down. He's caught. And the discussion is going on with the Green Bay Packers. Apparently the penalty is against Oakland. Lamonica LaMonica, taking a long count this time, reaches back to hand off to Hura Dixon, his fullback, going out wide to the right, trying to get around the corner, but there are too many Packers populating the corner. Bob Jeter and Leroy Cathy. Left side is Bill Miller, the split end. The two wide receivers out to the left as LaMonica goes back to throw. Has the protection, arches one across the middle to Bill Miller. Miller makes the catch. It's in immediately, but he's got that ball in Green Bay 46-yard line. LaMonica dropping back, then hands off to Hura Dixon, and Dixon trying to get around the bend again is hit this time by line in long yardage. A blitzing down. Let's see if Green Bay does that. They're rushing only with the front four, and it's a pretty good rush. LaMonica has to run out of the pocket to the right. He throws. The pass is incomplete. Goes back into punt formation. Tom Brown is waiting back there along with Willie Wood for the punt. Eyeshide puts one high in the air. Willie Wood drifts over near the sidelines for it, lets it bounce on the 5, but with great sticking accuracy by Mike Eyeshide, it goes out of bounds on the 3. Tom, that's one of the things that Mike was noted for. Timeout is called on the Danny Anderson, the running backs, and we can expect to see one of those two getting the ball. Bart Starr, quarterback, gives it to Ben Wilson. He has a hole up the middle and goes right straight through to the 10-yard line. And Gail Gillingham and Jerry Kramer. Now they're ready to go with Bart Starr dropping back to throw a forward pass. Out to the left it goes. Completes to Carroll Dale. Carroll Dale is spun out of bounds along the sidelines by Willie Brown. The 3-yard line have chalked up 2 first downs on this drive and are out now in far better field position. Available to call on their full repertoire of plays. And the handoff is to Ben Wilson. Wilson again with a fine block. Cracks off. End and flank are both out with Carroll Dale set very wide to the right. Dollar out to the left side. Second down, 4 yards to go. And this time Donnie Anderson on a cross buck starting from left halfback. Cracks. He tightens up on the tackle on the right side. He's about 2 yards away from the tackle. Quick throw over the middle. Juggle, and falls to the ground. Incomplete. Going for Mark Fleming, the tight end. It was a quick pop over the middle. Fleming had the ball in the American Football League against the champions of the NFL, the Green Bay Packers. Bart Starr. If he goes back to pass, gets away from the tackler and is running with the ball. Across the 50, down at the 45-yard line, and it'll be first down for Green Bay. End and flank are both out. Green Bay first and 10, 45 yards away from the Oakland goal line. The handoff is to fullback Ben Wilson. Once again, that wedge blocking up the middle, springs 9. Handoff this time to Donnie Anderson. Donnie Anderson squirts through the line. Anderson and Wilson, the running backs, and it's Donnie Anderson. Fourth down, 2 inches to go. The ball just across the 35. Anderson and Wilson, the running backs. Bart Starr now gets down over the center. He'll run a quarterback sneak this time, Tom. Now he gives it to Wilson. Off tackle, big hole, and then Wilson goes all the way to the possessions in the first quarter. Green Bay, this includes all the punting, had 23 runs of the football, and the Oakland Raiders had 12, nearly 2-1. And Green Bay still has the football. The score, however, is still only 3-0. So the Raiders, despite the fact that the Packers have dominated the play thus far, are still within easy striking range. But the Packers are getting close again. They're 32 yards away with a first down as Bart Starr goes back to throw out to the left flat to Donnie Anderson. He makes the catch, tries to cut around, but is rolled out of bounds at the... Now the Packers come out of their huddle, moving up over the ball with Carroll Dale going out to the right side, splitting out in that direction, and Boyd Dollar wide left. Ben Wilson and Donnie Anderson have been the running backs since the start of the game for Green Bay. Again, the long count by Bart Starr. He gives the ball to Ben Wilson. Wilson has that hole off back to the left once again and plows down inside the 15 and the defenders right out of the picture. Ben Wilson running to daylight. Looks like he's running to the Great Plains. He has really got some holes to operate through. So that puts the ball now at the 14. It's hands. A moment ago, he got a 7-yard completion on it, throwing the ball in the far flat to Anderson. That time he came back with it again. That's one of the many reasons Bart Starr is a winning quarterback. Single flanker is out this time, wide to the right. Running backs in normal position. Starr back to throw once more. He's rushed, caught. The Raiders have come through to nail Bart Starr. And they've got him back around the 24-yard line. Ike Lassiter coming in from left end. Starr going back to throw. Up the middle, and he passes complete to his tight end, Mark Fleming, who gathers it in at the 13-yard line and is downed immediately by Roger Bird. So it'll be a field goal attempt by Don Chandler. For it is 4th down and 9. He'll be kicking from the 20-yard line. They haven't spotted it yet, but the almost standard distance of field goal attempts is 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And so, while Green Bay has been dominating Oakland, they have a 20-yard attempt. There's the snap. Ball down, kick on its way, and it is radar right down the middle. Timeout is called on the field with the score, Green Bay 6, Oakland nothing. Still on the 28-yard line. Darryl LaMonica has been looking at nothing but tough third-down situations against Green Bay, and he's got another one here. Bill Miller goes out wide to the left side. Billy Cannon is set down the left side at tight end. LaMonica going straight back this time. Is rushed and dropped. Selnick came through there and spun him down, and right behind him was Willie Davis to make the tackle, and LaMonica. Wilson and Anderson, the running backs. Bart Starr at quarterback, drops straight back. He's looking for someone to throw to. Close one over the middle of Boyd Dollar is all alone. Situation. There wasn't a defender within 10 yards of him when he caught that pass, and he ran the rest of the way for the touchdown, and now Don Chandler will try for the extra point. Waiting for the snap, there it is, the kick is on its way, and the kick is good. Timeout is called on the field with the score, Green Bay 13, Oakland nothing.
Right now, do you have a problem with bills, installment contracts, or other money obligations that have gotten just a little out of hand?
Need an answer? Get a kind of cross butt, hits the right side of the Packer line, finds a hole there, and finally is stopped by Dave Robinson as he gets that ball out to the 27-28 out to the left side. LaMonica gives the ball to Banashak. Banashak again on the cross butt, hitting a little bit to the right. The linebackers favoring their right side. The handoff is given over to Dixon. He has the first down as he gets a nice block on the corner and cut. Ready to go now. LaMonica taking the snap from center, throwing a quick pass to Biletnikoff out on the right flat and nailed immediately by Herb Adderley, who pile drive the shoulder. Biletnikoff going out wide to the left. Both wide receivers are set out there. Bill Miller again. The split end and flanker are both set out to the left side. LaMonica going back to throw. He arches one up the middle, and it's a fine grab down there at the 4th, 1st and 10 on the Packer 40. End and flanker out to the right side this time. Bootleg by LaMonica. Screen pass. Gets it to Dixon. Dixon drops the ball, and it is an incomplete pass.
Great call by LaMonica, who obviously had figured out that the Packers might be coming, and he got Banaszak with good speed being covered by a big linebacker. That's what you look for. Biletnikoff to the right. Tight end Cannon on the left side. Banaszak to about the 23.
Some big passes for the Raiders, and you can tell that they expect to get those backs downfield trying to throw to them.
There is a gain of 2, 2nd down, 8 coming up on Tuesday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. President Johnson, State of the Union address, right here on CBS television. 2nd down, 8, Oakland at the Packer 23. 6.5 minutes left first half. Packers lead 13-0. Throwing for Miller. Touchdown. That's quite a story in itself, and Bill Miller. who was cut, I think, by this Oakland team 3 times. Here it is again. You saw it being bumped by Dave Robinson. Great pass by LaMonica.
They've done that all year long. Go to the slot man, down and out, and there they score again on it.
So now it is 13-6. LaMonica will hold for George Blanda. It's now Green Bay 13, Oakland 7. We'll be back with the Raiders kickoff in just a moment.
Flanker both out on opposite sides. He gives the ball on a handoff to Wilson, his fullback. Wilson is caught and thrown for a loss. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line by Dan Connors, the middle line. Starr goes back to throw. The rush is on, and he's still back to the 4-yard line by Tom Feeding. Tom Feeding going through the gap. Dixon and Banaszak on the running backs, and Banaszak takes this one. He's trying to sweep, and is caught along the 40.
And he's had an outstanding year, good enough to make the All-Star team.
Now Donnie Anderson is deep in front formation. Roger Bird, Warren Wells are the safety man. Anderson puts one very high in the air. Fair catch signal given by Roger Bird. He fumbles the ball. And it looks like Green Bay recovered. The Packers have the football. Dick Teff down under the ball. Recovered it for Green Bay as a fumbled fair catch. Gives the ball to the Packers at the Oakland 45. Well, they say you cannot make a mistake against Green Bay. We have 23 seconds to find out. That's the time remaining, and the Packers call for a timeout to hold the clock dead. An additional wide receiver, Max McGee, you may recall, who caught only 3 forward passes through the entire 1966 season, turned up the pass-catching hero in the Super Bowl triumph of Green Bay over Kansas City a year ago, when he caught 7 in that game, 2 of them for touchdowns.
Defensive change right now with the Raiders. Coming out as Bird and coming in as Dave Grayson. He's moved in this year as a safety man. He used to be an all-league cornerback.
McGee and Carroll Dale are both set to the left side. Boyd Dollar out to the right. Bart Starr back to throw. And he's in trouble. Gets away from the rusher. Floats one down there for McGee. And it is incomplete. Almost intercepted. Score before the half ends. Dale and Dowler coming out to the left side. McGee set over to the right side. Donnie Anderson has come back into the ball game now in the backfield. There. It's for Dowler, and Dowler makes the catch at the 36 and is knocked out of bounds. Will hold, and it'll be a 43-yard field goal attempt. The wind is with him. The kick is on its way. And it is good. So, while Green Bay couldn't take maximum advantage of the fumble recovery, and indeed couldn't get very close to the Raiders' goal line, they got Dale is wide to the right. 2nd and 7. Quick throw. Goes over the middle, complete to the tight on the 37. Ball just short of the 37, actually. Carroll Dale swinging out wide to the right side. Tight end Mark Fleming is set on the right side. Dowler becomes a split end to the left. 3rd and short yardage. Bart Starr gives the ball to his fullback, Ben Wilson. Wilson shoots up and is knocked down on the 36-yard line. Shoots after it along the ground. Let's see if he retrieved it. Packers were in there as well. So Oakland getting the ball for the first time in the second half. Green Bay could not make a first down against them after taking the opening kickoff. Here they go with both wide receivers set out to the left side. Paletnikoff and Miller. And the handoff goes to Dixon. Ewart Dixon, the fullback, with a big hole in the middle of the line. Fouls up the field and tackled, but his legs turning and dragging the tackler with him to take it up to the 46. It was Tom Brown getting the free ride. First down. 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line for Oakland. This fella's the biggest. Ready to put the ball in play with 2 wide receivers to the right and a wing back to the left, and a handoff to Ewart Dixon once again. He tries to swing wide this time. Is upended as he tries to turn the corner. Both wide receivers are set to the right side. 3rd and long yardage. 12 yards to go for a first down. LaMonica rolls out this time. Sprinting out to the right. There's the flip downfield, and it is incomplete. The pass intended for Pete Banaszak, broken up by line of scrimmage. Bart Starr on a draw play, gives to Ben Wilson, and he's got a big hole up the middle across the 25 to the 30. They're out 31, 1st and 10. Carroll Dale coming out as a single flanker wide to the left. Bart Starr barking out the signals. He gives the ball to Donnie Anderson. The Packer sweep is on. He comes around the corner, cuts inside the and see whether Green Bay has chalked up a second one on this drive. The line is spread out. Ball is placed down. Jack West, the referee, takes a close look at it, and it is a tight fit. He holds his little pinkies up about 2 inches apart, and that's what's left. So it's third down and a couple of inches to go. The ball on the 41-yard line. Ready to go now. Single flanker is out to the right side. And Starr goes back to throw. Floats one for Ben McGee. McGee catches it on the 32. Is caught from behind and drops on the 25. Making the tackle with Roger Bird. Down that for a good gain by Max McGee. And the ball is at the 25. 36-yard pickup. And I was talking to Ray Scott, what makes Starr a great quarterback. He said the big thing he does is fully unexpected, like he did in the title game on third down one. Now they're down on the Oakland 25. Carroll Dale wide to the right. Boyd Dowler wide to the left. Starr on the draw play gives to Ben Wilson this time. Oakland was ready for the draw, and they nail him for a yard gain. Ben Davidson was right there, ready to wrap him up. Has come back in, replacing Boyd Dowler, and he's out to the left side. Starr with a third and long yardage, throws to the right. Carroll Dale makes the catch on the 13 yards. Quiet and gets it. First and 10 from 13 yards away. Starr backs the throw, looks to the right. He's got Donnie Anderson on the road and overthrew him. He had Donnie Anderson in the end. Tremendous loss for the Oakland defense. All set to go now. Bart Starr rolling out to the right, stops, comes back, hits Donnie Anderson on the 5. Anderson can't get across. He's stopped on the 2-yard line with a tackle. Now Bart Starr has 2 yards left to negotiate for a touchdown. The score at the present time is 16-7 in favor of Green. Wilson are the running backs. Bart Starr barks the signal, and there's a busted play. As Starr spun to hand off to Donnie Anderson, they ran into each other. And Anderson is dropped right on the line of scrimmage. Carroll Dale goes out wide to the right. Second down, goal to go from 2 yards away. Starr barking the signals. He gives the ball to Anderson, off tackle to the right. Oh no! Big hole open on the line. And Anderson gets into the end zone without a hand laid on him. Anderson with a touchdown on a 2-yard sprint with a big hole opened by Forrest Gregg. So perhaps that conversation he had with Bart Starr was instrumental in calling that play. For it was he who opened the pass. And Anderson went for 6 points. So now Don Chandler to try for the extra point. There's the snap. The kick is shifted over to the right. A Monica quarterback. Back to throw. Drops back further. Is hit just as he throws the ball. And the throw is wild as a result of that situation. Back goes LaMonica once more. The heat is on. He unloads and hurried in the throw. The pass is well away from the target. Vandershot out to the right side. Back goes Starr to throw. It's a quick look-in pass to Carroll Dale. He catches it on the 50 and is ball right on the 50-yard line. Back go the Packers in the huddle. Oakland in their defensive huddle breaks from it now. Fans out across the line to some count. Now he takes the snap, hands off to Donnie Anderson on a well-disguised cross block, and Anderson takes single flanker this time as Carroll Dale set out to the right side. First down, ball given to Donnie Anderson. He rolls out to the right, cuts inside a good block, gets down to the 40, is dropped on the... is on the hash mark nearest the right sidelines as Green Bay looks at it. Starr drops straight back, has the protection. Let's go with a bomb to Carroll Dale, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted by Willie Brown. He stayed right with Dale. He caught that ball, but as now I don't believe to be a strong factor in the ball game. There's a quick throw over the middle. Mark Fleming is tight end, and he has the first down. Gives the ball to Wilson, and he threw a field goal of the game if it goes over. And the kick is a low line drive that hits the crossbar. Ready to put the ball in play. They put the 2 wide receivers off to the right side. LaMonica rolling out to the right, has time to throw, pitches one out complete to Vanacek. Vanacek along the sidelines is caught, fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Dave Robinson. Robinson is back to the 15-40, down to the 37-yard line before he is stopped. Vanacek fumbled the ball after the pass was completed. It was picked up by Dave Robinson, the linebacker. And he went all the way back to the 37-yard line before he was stopped. And Green Bay takes the ball with a tremendous break in the game. They watch out for Bart Starr to go for everything on this first one. He's back to pass, look, and can't get rid of it. He is hit. And drops for a loss. A loose ball is picked up on the whistle and called that one dead. Penn Davidson gets crossed by the shot from Hollister. Fouled Bart Starr, dropping him for a loss. First and 10 on their own 16-yard line. LaMonica has to go for the air now, and he's back to throw. Here's his toss, and it's Billy Cannon all alone and dropped it. Billy Cannon having a tough day in this ball game. That is the third pass that he has dropped. They have been right in his hand, but he keeps looking around to see where the Packers are. Olitnikov. Two wide receivers are set to the right. LaMonica rolling out to the right. There's his throw. He passes this time. Billy Cannon makes the catch at the 30-yard with himself and getting tense every time he's supposed to catch a ball. Hand off to Dixon. He's through the middle of the line, across the 40, the 45, and down along the 45-yard line by the fence. It's a pitch out as he spins around with the ball, giving it to Uric Dixon. Dixon trying to sweep to the left. Is nailed as he gets to the 47-yard line by him in the slot position. There's Bill Miller, the split end. LaMonica, 3rd and 7, goes back to throw. Here's his pitch, and it is intercepted. Herb Adderley picks it up to the 40, 50, down to the 40, to 30, down to the 20, tucked away from Darryl LaMonica at the 5, and goes all the way for a touchdown. A 70-yard interception. Well, the Packer defense has exploded. Adderley picking one off and going in the neighborhood of 70 yards. He got it in the area of the 30-yard line. Green Bay 33, Oakland 7. The Packers, with that interception exploding for a touchdown, have now gone out in front 33-7 over Oakland. Olitnikov is coming out wide to the left. Olitnikov, a seldom used receiver today. LaMonica spins around, gives the ball to Uric Dixon. Dixon finds an opening in the line, squirts through, cuts back as he crosses the second down and about 2 yards to go. Correction, the 34-yard line, not 39. Ball on the 34. Second down and 2. Olitnikov and Miller going out wide to the right once again. Jacked into a wing back to the left with the 2 wide receivers set out to the right. LaMonica back to throw. And he arches one for Vanacek, completed with a penalty flag down at the 45. Vanacek at the 30. Vanacek at the 25. Tackled by Herb Adderley and dropped on the 24. Receivers out to the right. LaMonica calling the signal, stakes the snap, drops back to throw one. Arches one into the end zone, completes it to Bill Miller, and it is a touchdown for... LaMonica gives that ball to Larry Todd, who's come in at a running back position, and Todd, the cutting off tackle to the left, is across the 25, up down and 5 yards to go. Ball still on the 26-yard line of Oakland. 6 minutes and 17 seconds left to play in the game. Now the end and flankers split up. Bill Miller is wide to the left. Fred Bolitnikov is wide to the right. LaMonica back to throw. He flips one over the middle. Complete to Billy Cannon. The tight end breaks away from the tackler. Breaks loose. Gets out to the 35. Misty catches him with Dave Robinson. They got 2 minutes left to play in the game. Packers out in front. 33-14 over Oakland. And on the 20.
Jack, that ought to be quite a ball game at the Coliseum next week, the Pro Bowl, and many of these same stars will be back in action like Willie Davis, Herb Adderley, and Willie Wood.
Oakland's ball now. LaMonica back to throw. The rush is on, and they've got him. The first to hit him was Lionel Aldridge. He spun him around, and then coming in to put it set out to the right side. LaMonica LaMonica pitches out. It's to Larry Todd with a blocker in front of him. Todd goes around the corner, spins clear, gets off at the 30, 35, is cut back at the 40. He's caught at the 40 and dropped on the 43 by Willie Davis. Time with Blitnikoff split out to the right side. LaMonica back. Has time, throws one, pegs it complete to Warren Wells. He cuts back at the 40-yard line. Is caught by Willie Ward and down at the 38. Time the affair to put the ball in play. Hand and flanker both out to opposite side. LaMonica looking to throw, caught and down. Coming through there was Willie Davis. And he got a hand on him and put him to the ground. However, is grabbed by Nitke and they come to town to end the ball game. Green Bay 33, Oakland 14, the end of the game. We'll be back with a wrap-up in just a moment. Hey, the Green Bay Packers of the AFL champion Oakland Raiders, 33-14. An outstanding defense today that saw a 61-yard touchdown on a fine pass interception by Herb Adderley. Outstanding running skill of fullback Ben Wilson. And the running to the outside by Donnie Anderson and Travis Williams. As far as the Green Bay Packers are concerned, Vince Lombardi has done about all that could be done with that team, except, of course, to continue a championship scheme. But he has become the first team in the history of the NFL since the divisional setup was installed to win 3 consecutive NFL championships.
Second world championship.
I hope this is a habit.
It's become a semi-habit, Vinny. Congratulations for the second year in a row. Wonderful performance by a fine football club and a great coach.
Say that I am real pleased with everything, and I'm very, very, very grateful, really, believe me. I think they got a great bunch of boys, and they simply deserve what they got.
Let me say this. We faced the Green Bay Packers today, and they are a very fine football team. We have always had a great deal of respect for them. Of course, their record in the National Football League speaks for itself.
They didn't give our offense room to do anything, and I think it's just their fine defense. And, I wish we could be as good in the future. I hope we can be as good in the future as they are.
They have a solid ball club. They're just really tough, I guess. You're to say.
I felt it was a day for me, a day of learning. There's no doubt about it. Darryl deserves a lot of credit under extreme pressure. I think he showed a lot of poise. He certainly has done a fine job for us this year, and he realizes he still has a lot to learn. We all do. And
we knew the play was coming, and we had set up an arrangement whereby we were going to jam McGee in and not let him out. But as it turned out, McGee slipped through.
The greatest that I have come again. He told me a few lessons today that I won't forget.
Specific turning point, I thought maybe when we got the field goal right before the half, instead of them having the ball at midfield, maybe in trying a field goal, we had it and got a field goal and put us 16-7. And I think this made a big difference because they possibly could have completed a ball and got maybe a field goal and would have tightened the score. Well, I think very definitely they put the frosting on the cake. At that time, we did have a lead, but instead of having maybe just a shaky lead, all at once we had a good, secure lead. And I think that, as far as I'm concerned, this was the first time I really felt that maybe things were on easy street.
Well, he's one of the hardest runners we've met. I won't say he is the hardest because it's hard to compare, but he was doing some real good running out there. In fact, he did a lot just on his own, with no blocking.
Running outside had been their strongest suit. And I think this was the thing that we had to do early in the ball game was cut off the outside run, which we were able to do. And I think this made a difference. In the meantime, our offense got some points on the board, and, of course, they were in a different situation.
Quick post is what it amounts to, but just he and I out there, man on man, and I kind of horsed by him. I bumped him when I came off the line of scrimmage, and he bumped me. We bumped each other.